Hey guys, this is Joy back again with another video, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. This channel is called Livenarcfree, and it's all about inspiring and motivating you guys to live your best life, to become your better version of yourself, to become better and stronger after dealing with a narcissist, and just to be, just live your greatest and best life. This is you guys' first time watching my channel. I am a coach for narcissistic abuse, and I have dealt with narcissists for 5+ years. I am a former network marketer. I was born in Delaware. I lived in Los Angeles for 11 years, lived in Jamaica for 3 months. I'm currently in Florida, but I will be going back to Jamaica for a few months as well, and who knows where I'll be next, but it'll be somewhere nice. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. Dealing with narcissists, I didn't understand why, when I dealt with the people that I dealt with, I didn't understand why I was hurt that bad and why it affected me so much, because I was realizing that I'm an empath. I'm highly intuitive, I'm highly sensitive, and just accepting that and being okay with that and not being ashamed of it, because I used to be ashamed that I was so sensitive, or that somebody would say something to me, it may have hurt my feelings, and I used to think like, well, why do I feel that way? I shouldn't feel that way. But no, it's okay. Like, if you're sensitive, you're sensitive. It is what it is. Like, you just need to get the tools, and you need to learn how to deal with being sensitive and accepting it, and just managing it, and just being around people that are like-minded, that are gentle, that are like yourself, that may be kind and compassionate, rather than being around people that are manipulative, deceitful, always trying to get something from you, people like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a video today, of course, but I wanted to read just 3 comments here that I got, actually 4, and I think 5. I just got a new one. I looked on my email, and shout out to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. You guys are amazing. I'm almost at my goal of 2,000 subscribers. I know we can do this, you guys, by the end of the month. Let's see here. And going into May. And by the way, my birthday is in May, you guys. I'm a Taurus. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Should be nice. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the video, you guys. The first comment is gonna come from let's see here. Yeah, I just got a recent one. Let's see. Yeah. So it comes from the wrong witch. He says, they always want to stay friends or keep you in their life. When my narc cheated on me, I'm sorry, excuse me, it's a female. It says, when my narc cheated on me, he tried that ploy. He accused me that I never really loved him if I wasn't willing to be demoted to secondary supply. No, I told him to piss off and blocked him permanently. That's good. And asking to be just friends after a cruel discard, yeah, is just another form of devaluing. At least in these situations, in a normal relationships, people can be amicable, but not with a narc. So yeah, that's so true. They'll try to keep you as a friend just to be a secondary supply, just in case that they need to come back. If their primary supply doesn't work out, then they'll come back to you, and it's just the cycle continues, and you don't want to be a part of that. You want to move on to someone better. You want to become healthier. You want to stay away from people like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then the wrong witch also says, my ex-narc is doing all the things with the let's see. I think I wrote this down. Interesting. My ex-narc is doing all the things with, I guess, the new supply that he promised with me. It's designed to hurt me, exactly, but the joke is on him. He traded all the way down and thinks I'll be jealous. He's leading her on just to use her. She'll be destroyed in a year or two. Won't get any sympathy from me. From me, because she was willing to be the other woman. They deserve each other. Yeah, narcissists do that. And I'm sorry that you're going through this, but we it takes a while to heal, and we have to go through that healing process. We have to grieve, we have to mourn, and it's hurtful and painful, but it is what it is. You have to go through it. Unfortunately, it's life. And yeah, they trade down. That, like, they don't upgrade, they downgrade. A lot of the times the narc does, unless they get lucky and meet somebody that will put up with them, and that person may have money, they may have a home, status, whatever the case is, connections, etc. And yeah, they're just going to destroy the new supply. So don't worry about it. Don't, and I know it can be tough because, when they discard us or we leave them, we go and look on their Facebook, their Instagram, their YouTube, whatever, and they're posting these pictures and these videos of this lavish lifestyle. Trust me, it's just all a front. It's not real. They're going to destroy that new person. They don't care about that new person. They don't love them. They didn't love you. What makes you think they're going to love somebody else? They couldn't love you. You're not a bad person, because narcissists don't get with just average people. They get with people that have some sort of value. So if they chose you, more than likely, like, you're a good person. Like, you're caring, you're understanding, you're compassionate, you're loving. You know what I mean? So they choose people wisely, and they purposely choose people that are confident, secure in themselves, that have things going on, because they want to destroy you. They're not going to be with somebody that's already destroyed. That's no fun. You know what I mean? They want to be with somebody that they can destroy because of the pleasure that gives them. That's how sick they are, So, and I actually found out that my borderline, because he was with me for a couple months and I caught on to it, and then he ended up going to this other girl, which was a downgrade, but because she, to me, like, and I think everybody is beautiful, but my friends were saying that she looked like a boy. But to each his own. I think she was beautiful, but I knew that she was being used, and he was just doing that to hurt me. But I saw that he's no longer with her, and he's with this other girl, and I think what he's doing is he's using the new girl that he's with to get back, or to try to make the other girl jealous, the one that he was trying to use to make me jealous. So it's just funny, like, how borderlines and narcissists are, like, it's just the same script. They do the same thing. They don't change, you know what I mean? So just a heads up. Thank you, The Wrong Witch, for that comment. The next comment comes from Ken HD. He says, "Thank you, Joy. Yeah, narcissists try to make other people become like them because they're the masters and the teachers. They want to make copies of themselves somehow, I guess. At the same time, as more of us become aware, we get away from them in the early stage of abuse. As a result, other people will be new targets, which is unfortunate, but will result in more awareness as a whole." Yes, indeed. Let me just get a drink of water. I'm still recovering. Excuse me. So sorry about that, you guys. I don't like to do that on camera. So yeah, thank you for your comment, Ken HD. Antoinette Gorman says spiritual warfare. And then I just got a new comment. I see K-Mex says, "Nice to see you back." Yes, I'm happy to be back as well. I don't know. And again, I will make a video about the experience that I had. I'm just still, getting myself together mentally and emotionally to tell you guys about it. It was something that I never experienced, but again, I'll put it out there. Don't worry, you guys. But yeah, I'm happy to be back, happy to be giving you guys tips and advice, and I'm really just helping you guys heal and helping myself to heal too. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all good. I know everything happens for a reason. God puts people into your life. Maybe you need to experience a lesson. You need to learn from it, and it's not personal. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like you got to go through certain lessons. And it makes you stronger at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think God knows that I'm strong. And yeah, it's all good. So the title of this video is going to be called 5 Signs You're Dealing with a Narcissist. Just give me 1 second. My throat is really itching me. I think it's because of this little cold that I have. Excuse me, you guys. Yeah, so let's get into the 5 signs you're dealing with a narcissist. And here goes. Oh, and I did want to let you guys know I will be coming out with some video products, some audio products on narcissists, different things like how to move on, getting into a healthy relationship, also signs dealing with a narcissist, etc., etc. I just want to let you guys know about that, just so, give you guys a heads up when it comes out. And I'm also thinking of getting and building up a mastermind. This is going to be a first mastermind of mine. Excuse me, you guys. Excuse me. I feel like super embarrassed to do that on camera. But yeah, I want to do a mastermind where it's going to be like 1 to 3 people, and we're just going to come together, and we're just going to figure out ways to heal from narcissistic abuse, and really just stay on top of each other and just be with each other, vent, heal, gain that closure, and just be there with each other. You know what I mean? I want to do that. I think that will be really interesting. If you're interested in that, leave a comment below, and that's going to be like in the works. But again, like I said, I'm going to be having some video products coming out, some video courses and some audio courses on narcissistic abuse. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of information in there. So yeah, that's going to be coming in the summer. I want to say like the summertime. So be on the lookout for that, you guys, okay? All right, so signs you're dealing with the narcissist, superiority and entitlement. That's the sign number 1, is that they have a superiority and an entitlement complex. And I got this information from mindbodygreen.com. Just that was a resource. And this is also just wisdom that have learned and the experience that I've had dealing with narcissists and borderlines, etc. Oh, and I think I found out that the borderline that I was dealing with, I think he has schizophrenia. I think I mentioned that in another video. But for those of you that don't know what that is, basically like when people like see things and hear things, and they like kind of they act like do like weird things like randomly at random times, and they have like suicidal thoughts, and they're like really, really crazy. Like this one girl that I used to work with, she has schizophrenia. Like she was cool at one point, but then she would get like real quiet, and then she would like, you think that she was like mad at you, and then she'll like yell and scream like real random, and if she didn't get her way, like she would act really, really crazy. So yeah, borderlines, a lot of them have schizophrenia, so just a heads up. But anyway, okay, so let's go to the superiority and entitlement. So basically the world of a narcissist is all about good and bad, superiority, inferiority, being right and wrong. That's what narcissists, that's how they are. Excuse me. There is a definite hierarchy with the narcissist at the top, which is the only place he or she feels safe. Narcissists have to be the best, the most right, the most competent, do everything their own way, own everything, and control everyone. All of the narcissists that I dealt with was like that. Even my aunt, she was like that. She was always she thought that she was better because she lived in this nice house. That's when I was living in Los Angeles for well, I've been in Los Angeles for 5 years, but 11 years. But out of the 5 years of that time, I was living with my aunt, and I didn't know about narcissists then. That was like back in 2006. But the longer that I started to be around her and just hang out with her, I noticed that she always had, like, she was better than someone else just because she lived in this nice home. She drove all these cars, the certain clothes that she would wear, and just she was so concerned about her appearance. Like, it was so crazy. And she would always be comparing herself to me. And I'm saying to her, like, I'm your niece. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to compare yourself to me. Like, So that's sign number 1. Sign number 2 is the need for attention and validation. Narcissists need constant attention, even following you around the house, asking you to find things, or constantly saying something to grab your attention. Validation for a narcissist counts only if it comes from others. Even then, it doesn't count for much. A narcissist's need for validation is like a funnel. That is so true. The male narc that I was dealing with, he always needed attention. When I would go and visit his house, like, he would always be asking me questions. He would be asking me to find things, and he always wanted me to validate him, make him feel good. And same with the borderline. My aunt, the same way. She was an attention seeker. Just a second, you guys. I feel like the more I talk, the more my throat itches. Excuse me, you guys. So sorry about that. So, so that's sign number 2. Sign number 3, hopefully the next time I make a video, I won't be coughing, because I don't like to cough in a video. I don't know. So, sign number 3, perfectionism. And some people can be perfectionists and not be narcissists, but this is pretty common in the narc. So, narcs have an extremely high need for everything to be perfect. They believe they should be perfect and you should be perfect. Events should happen exactly as expected and life should play out precisely as they envision it. And this is pretty common, like I said, with narcissists. And it results in them being dissatisfied and miserable because, as you know, at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. But the fact that they're expecting you to be perfect and wanting everything to go their way, and if it doesn't go that way, then they're disappointed, and then that's when they start devaluing you, abusing you, and then the cycle just continues. And so yeah, that's perfectionism with the narc. That's how they are. And then sign number 4 is a great need for control. Since narcs are continuously disappointed with the imperfect way of life unfolds, they want to do as possible to control it and mold it to their liking. They want, and you guys know I have my notes here. But yeah, so control it and mold it to their liking, and they want and demand to be in control, and their sense of entitlement makes it seem logical to them that they should be in control of everything. Narcissists always have a strong line in mind. Have a storyline in mind about what each character in their interaction should be saying and doing. When you don't behave as expected, they become quite upset and unsettled. They don't know what to expect next because you're off script, and they demand that you say and do exactly what they have in mind. And yeah, all of the narcs that I've dealt with were all that way, just being in control and thinking that their way is the best, not listening to your point of view. You are just a character in their story. Like, you don't have emotions and feelings. Like, they don't give a crap about you. You're an object to them. As you guys know, I've told you this in the videos before. You're an object. You mean nothing to them. You're just a source of supply, something to make them feel good, and something for them, somebody, like a sounding board for them to abuse, basically. All right, so last one, sign number 5, is the lack of responsibility and blaming and deflecting. So a lot of narcissists do this, and it's basically because they think that they're perfect. And if something happens and they're like, oh no, it wasn't my fault. Like, I don't know anything about that. I'm not responsible for this. That's how they are, And so it says, although narcissists want to be in control, they never want to be responsible for the results, unless, of course, everything goes exactly their way and desired results occurs. When things don't go according to their plan, they feel criticized or less than perfect. The narc places all of the blame and responsibility on you. It has to be someone else's fault. Sometimes the blame is generalized as like all police, bosses, teachers, Democrats, and so on. At other times, the narc picks a particular person, like the mom, cousin, aunt, uncle, whatever. So that's been a sign, you guys. If you recognize any of these signs in anybody that you're dealing with, definitely you should put on, it should be like a radar that goes off, or your intuition should kick in, and you should see and realize that this person may be a narcissist. So, go with your gut. Don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Run. You know what I mean? Like, get out of Dodge, as quickly as you can, because you don't want to deal with anyone that's a narcissist, because they destroy you and they leave you feeling miserable. And you don't want to be miserable. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. If you want to, if you need any questions answered, or if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about narcissists, leave it in the comment box below. If you'd like to get a one-on-one coaching session with me, anything about regarding narcissists, or you need to vent, you need someone to talk to, anything, email me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com, and we can set something up. And if you'd like to leave a donation for my channel for the continuation of my videos, you can leave that below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.